We are.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
DA, thank you. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Junior. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Dunn in at the point guard. Do you,
hey Josh, what you
Greg,
what you play on?
The standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
And where is the defense? Junior just knifing his way to the hoop like there's no one else out there.
Outside, Levine. Back to Dunn. Carter looking around. Pass to Dunn. With the floater, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Levine, and he makes that one. The Bulldozers got his second basket of the night. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
On defense, Toronto. Levine kicks to Porter. Dunn outside. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, but they'll get another chance. The fadeaway. Here's Dunn.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get
okay, Waddell, top of the morning to you, my guy.
Carter Jr. uses his physical
See my
advantages
boy coming with a big share of ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. And it's Junior missing.
That's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Porter against Siakam. And Porter, here we go. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Some changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Markkanen, and it's Denzel Valentine in for Otto Porter Jr. Then for the Raptors, Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
A decent threat from downtown. You got to see Levine nailing this shot more and more.
Junior from deep three-point territory. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Lowry against White. Pass to Levine. Over Junior. Levine can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 6. Levine against Siakam. Here's Young. Rejected by Gasol.
Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
And that one's good, Junior.
Their system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Heat. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And Toronto also making a switch. Boucher is checked in. White down low, while recovering, and Satoransky wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
No hesitation from
Big ass to
Satoransky.
shoot.
I mean, the coaching staff loves seeing him shoot with confidence.
Here's Junior. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Man, who up on some war
Now 8
zone trying
seconds
to get
separating the
it
2 clocks. Now here's Valentine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. Back to Satoransky. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Passes it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
He tried to stop that boy real nice.
It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for Toronto. He witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Right back after this break. Pascal Siakam, before the game tonight, shared his thoughts, reminiscing about his championship year with Kawhi Leonard.
It was always a team. And I think we don't look at one player and then say he's going to save us. You know, we got to save each other. We got to play for each other.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors.
I'll show you.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Junior's out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Back to White for the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Outside Porter. Levine up top. Outside White. And the pass to Valentine. Levine wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Levine's got 10 points.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I think Junior takes more pride in a pass like that than he does in scoring a bucket. I mean, that's the unselfish attitude he brings on the court.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Levine feeling it out a bit. Over Junior. Levine can't hit.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And it's Junior missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, back in 2017, Zach LaVine tore his ACL, ended a promising season with Minnesota. That offseason, while rehabbing, LaVine was traded to the Bulls, but he used both events to fuel his career.
And nice shot.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The bulldozer has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now,
stay up
Porter and Martin, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard sets. And it's Carter in at the center. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids, you're right. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. You just need to calm down, play their game.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good. To the inside, Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. Down against Lowry. Dunn right side. To the middle. It's tipped. And here's Junior. He's got 15. Hits it from three-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, Porter. And that one is good.
And you can see how Porter has worked on his game. Sometimes he flat out owns the opposition.
Up in time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with the bulldozer. And it's Gasol in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Bulls trail by 17. Dunn outside. Carter on the wing. Back to Dunn. Trying to get open is Carter. Dunn misses. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. And that one's good, Junior.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Bulls shooting about 42% so far. White bounce pass. And then Carter with the jam.
When defense just handed White that assist, I mean, he smartly feeds a wide open shooter.
Toronto leading by 18. Now, Junior. Pass to Anunoby. Lowry with the ball. Dunn covering. Lowry kicks to Junior. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dunn dishes to Valentine. Carter down low, working on Gasol, and it's Carter missing.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
The tray, but they recover it, and it's Junior missing. Valentine passes to White, and it's Junior with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Gasol. Now, Junior. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
Levine with it, now defended by Junior. Markkanen, good.
Well, known for his shooting, Markkanen is still 7 feet. Great to see him score near the hoop.
Junior way outside. Offensive rebound. This one for 3, drains the three-pointer. The Bulldozers got 34.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Levine, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Bulldozer.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Lets it go from the wing. No good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. There's the feed to Porter. Here's Junior. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. The Bulldozers got 43 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
That one drops for him.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Passes to Junior from deep, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.